What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Laquita Pryor. I am a RN BSN, and on this channel you're going to get a little bit of everything: nursing, lifestyle, being a mom, you name it. Today I am actually going to be talking about what helped me pass my Nclex exam twice after one fail. Okay, so you're out of nursing school. Now what? Because when I got to nursing school, there was a bunch of information packed into my brain. I felt stupid. I felt like I didn't know anything, knew a little bit, but I wasn't the best student in the class, but I also wasn't the worst. I struggled a few times, but like I said, I was a little bit in the middle. It took me a while to actually get information. I would have to read a book 20 times, go over it 20 times, say it in my head 20 times, just for me to get it. So when I got out of nursing school, I was scared. I'm like, okay, what do I do? Now, my nursing career, I started off, I was a bank teller at Wells Fargo when I was in nursing school to become a licensed practical nurse. So I was in LPN school with no prior experience. I wasn't a CNA. I never worked in the medical field. And so when I got my LPN, you have to take the Nclex when you pass that. So I went out there and was like, I'm gonna take it. And I failed. I failed horribly. And then that's when I started researching, okay, what is gonna help me pass my Nclex? There was all different type of programs out there. And I'm like, okay, which one do I take? So I came across Hurst review, okay? And I know a lot of you may have known about that, but I vouch for them. It helped me when I got my LPN, and it also helped me pass Nclex as a registered nurse. When I got my 2-year RN degree, that's when I had to take it again, and I actually passed it on the first time. So it was pretty sweet. So the first time I took it, or the first time I took Hurst review, it was amazing. So I'm just gonna go over a little bit of what I like about it. This is not gonna take long at all. I actually still have my book, and it's torn to pieces, but that's okay. And there's just a lot of information in here. So they claim, and it's true, and I vouch, that all you have to do is study this packet. If you study this packet the way that they say, you will pass your Nclex the first time. The reason why, what drew me to Hurst Review is the founder of it. Her name, she goes by Aunt Marlene, and she's from down south. I don't know, I want to say Texas, I'm not sure. She's from down south somewhere. And she has this southern accent, and it's just kind of like, it's very homey. And she really explains everything and breaks it down, what you need to know to pass the test, okay? Now, it's only geared towards the test. And what it's supposed to do is, as a brand new nurse coming fresh out of school, this is what you need to know. This is what's important. Like, we're not looking for the in-betweens. It's cutthroat. You're a brand new nurse. This happens. What's the worst case scenario? And that's literally how they teach you how to answer the Nclex style questions. So I studied the book. They say give yourself a time frame. So if you study hard, I think it's 2 to 3 weeks. It's in here somewhere, but it's 2 to 3 weeks. I think if you study this test in and out, and you know the book, you take your test right after that. Don't wait to take your test. Take your test right after that, and you should be able to pass. There's a lot of videos. So when you go through this, it's either a 3 or 5 day course. It's been a while since I took it, so if my information is not sharp, I think I took a 3-day course, and it's actually in here what you go over in the 3 days. This booklet is blank when you first get it, and then you go through scenarios. If you're doing a live review, you're gonna have a live instructor. And then also it plays videos within that of Aunt Marlene explaining different things. She has this southern accent, and it just makes things stick. It drew it to me. That's what I needed to learn. I can't just have someone just talking monotone. I'll fall asleep and I won't be listening. So in the book, it goes through the first 3 days, right? I think it's a 3-day course. So in the 3 days, it goes through fluid and electrolytes, acid-base balances, burns, and oncology. Boom. Day 2, endocrine, cardiac, psychiatric nursing, and then renal. Done. Day 3. And I think it's like a ooh, don't give me the line. I think it's like a 7 or 8 hour day. It's like a full day. And then day 3, you're gonna go through critical thinking exercises, gastrointestinal, neuro, respiratory, orthopedics, and then how to pass, okay? Now, there is another section on maternity and pediatrics, and they tell you to do that at, on your own time at the end. The 3 days is just the core of it, okay? So that's the breakdown of what you're gonna go through. So like this is oncology section, and it's highlighted right here. But basically, it's little, private, and then you have to fill in that. So it says private room. So this is general ways to prevent infection when you have a cancer patient. So they want to be in their own private room. You want to wash your hands. Have own supplies in room. So then you would write in supplies. Limit people. Change dressing and IV, tubing daily, cough and deep breathe. No fresh flowers and no potted plants. And everybody's like, why? Because it's a lot of bacteria in that, and we just don't want that in contact with the patient. Avoid crowds, do not share. Toiletries, it just kind of goes down the list. I'm not gonna go down the list, but that's some examples of kind of what it is. You just fill in the words. It's very interactive, and it's just a great thing, okay? They also have some questions at the end. It says Nclex strategy questions, and you can just go through, figure it out with what you learned. The core of it is in those 3 days. They break it down so easy. I'm telling you, it's just like 1, 2, 3, ABC. It connected for me. It put all the dots, because when you get out of nursing school, it's jarbled. All the information is in that brain of yours, and it's like, okay, where do I put certain things, okay? So Hurst Review for me was able to put things in different categories. Like, okay, this goes here, this makes sense. Okay, I have a question in front of me. Okay, let me think. Okay, Aunt Marlene said, okay, that's the answer. And it's just clear, okay? I also tell you things like, they're not, if you have a question and one of the options is get an order, like whenever you're doing Nclex, you always have an order for what you need. Don't ever pick that answer. Like, they literally tell you what to do for this test, and it helped me tremendously. So I was able to pass my Nclex, get my LPN on the 2nd try, and I was happy as a bird. Just super happy. And I started my first nursing job. I was able to go back and get my RN degree. I passed it on the first time, okay? So I highly recommend it. Go do your research. Of course, you want to compare to other places, but that's what helps me. Let me know if you guys have tried Hurst Review, if you have any horror stories, success stories, let me know. And yeah, you guys have a good day. Like, subscribe to my channel if this is content that you want to keep watching or you find beneficial. Like and subscribe. Bye, guys.